Spring sports are in full swing as teams begin the chase for a ring. Welcome back to the Game Clock. Let's dive into today's show with your local news, and we apologize for the brief hiatus. On Friday, boys lacrosse was defeated 17-8 in Goshen as they looked to bounce back from this 0-3 start today against Cornwall at 4 p.m. Girls flag football looked unstoppable with a 52-0 win over Lords. Unfortunately, they only caught lightning in a bottle for 1 week. They lost 35-7 to Valley Central. Due to a back-to-back, the girls get another game with the Vikings today. After 3 rainouts, Newburgh would finally have a baseball game. They took on the reigning section champion Kingston Tigers on Tuesday. The Goldbacks lost 4-1 after going an abysmal 0-11 with runners in scoring position. Newburgh looks to bounce back, taking games 2 and 3 of the series in a doubleheader today in Kingston. Now, enough talk about that. Let's move on to your pro sports. Starting with something completely new. Crosstown baseball is in full swing. Both teams are on completely different paths. Starting in the Bronx, the Yankees have established themselves amongst the MLB's elite. With a 10-2 start, the Bronx Bombers look unstoppable. Even after a bad 4-1 loss to the last-place Marlins, they still ended up taking the series. The Yankees look to continue this momentum with a series win against the Guardians starting tomorrow. As for the Mets, they started at an average 4-7 record. After an abysmal 0-5 start to the season, the Mets have slowly found their groove, winning 4 of their last 6. They look to bounce back from their 6-5 loss and take the series against the Braves today at 12 in Atlanta. The playoffs are less than a week away, and the first part of the story is complete. The New York Knicks have officially clinched a playoff berth. Currently sitting at the 3 seed, they look to either jump to the 2 or hold the 3. Regardless, the Knicks will officially be playing basketball in May. Unfortunately, they'll have to go without All-Star Julius Randle, as he had to have shoulder surgery. Win it for number 30, boys. Win it for number 30. The playoffs are just around the corner in the tri-state, and 2 teams will be going back to the dance. As for those New Jersey Devils, people paid to see them miss the playoffs. But back to business. The Rangers currently sit at the top of the Metro Division and the NHL with 110 points. They had a chance to clinch the division, but they were shut down by the Crosstown Islanders? Yeah, those guys are somehow now 3rd place in the Metro, and they control their own destiny. The Rangers look to bounce back tonight against the Flyers, as the Islanders look to seal a playoff spot against the Canadiens. The world of combat sports in April is due for an incredible month of action and pay-per-views. UFC has a highly anticipated UFC 300 this Saturday on April 13th, while AEW has AEW Dynasty on April 21st, but neither had the hype of WrestleMania 40. The highest viewed WrestleMania, the largest gate ever at a WWE event, the highest merchandise sales ever at WrestleMania, and 145,298 people for both nights combined. Philly brought the hype to start the show at night 1, and night 2 ran with it. Brace yourselves, here are the results for the matches. On night 1, Rhea Ripley retained her Women's World Championship against Becky Lynch. In the 6-pack tag team match, the tag titles were finally split. Your new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, A-Town Down Under. The new Raw Tag Team Champs, The Awesome Truth. Rey Mysterio and Andrade defeated Dominic Mysterio and Santos Escobar with a little bit of help from some giant Philadelphia Eagles. Main event, Jey Uso defeated his brother Jimmy. In a 6-woman tag team match, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi defeated Damage Control. Sami Zayn in a shocking upset ended Gunther's 666-day Intercontinental Championship reign. And in the 50-minute main event, The Rock and Roman Reigns defeated Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, setting up Bloodline rules for night 2. And I was in attendance for night 2. And before we get into the matches, it was a true spectacle. Buckle up. On night 2, Drew McIntyre became the new World Heavyweight Champion, ending the 316-day reign of Seth friggin' Rollins. However, after celebrating a bit too much, he was attacked by CM Punk. About 2 minutes later, down the rim comes Senior Money in the Bank Damian Priest. Priest cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase and became the new World Champion, ending McIntyre's reign at an astonishing 5 minutes and 46 seconds. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits beat the Final Testament in a Philly street fight. LA Knight defeated AJ Styles. In a triple threat match, Logan Paul defended his U.S. title against Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. In the co-main event, Bayley defeated former friend Io Sky to become the new Women's Champion. And finally, in the main event, it was WWE Endgame. Undisputed Universal Champion Roman Reigns looked to stack the deck against Cody Rhodes, and for a while, that looked to just be the case. Jimmy Uso kicked Cody in the face, out comes his brother Jay. Bloodline enforcer Solo Sikoa interferes, out comes John Cena. John Cena cleans house, and enraged Rock, a.k.a. the final boss, appears. The Rock looks to attack Cody Rhodes, out comes Shield Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns takes out Rollins. Rock beats up Cody again. Lights go out, and here comes The Undertaker. Undertaker chokeslam Rock, order restored. Cody then hits the trifecta crossroads. 1, 2, 3. New champion, story finish. And that'll do it for WrestleMania 40. That's all the time we have for today's show. I'm JJ Seglio, and we'll see you next week.